All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. Music producers and sound designers, welcome back to the stream. Tonight, we're going to be building out a mini modular synth in Reactor. So I'm going to patch together a mini modular synth and stay tuned because we're going to build it out. So we're going to start with a completely blank patch and we're going to patch it out. We're going to start with the core building blocks of modular synth, and that's going to be an oscillator, a VCA. We're going to add in two more elements. That's going to be a filter, and it's going to be an LFO as well. So let's see what we can build with a modular patch in just 10 minutes. So I'm going to turn this oscillator into a saw wave real quick. And then we're going to modulate that parameter. We're going to turn this into a saw, like so. Then from there, we're going to grab an envelope. Excuse me. I'm going to grab an envelope, and we're going to get this VCA working. So it's right there. It's working. We got our bass sound, our core sound, and now we're going to filter our sound. And then we have our output to our VCA. So we have the core of our sound. We're going to tweak our ADSR envelope, make a pluckish sound. Then we're going to add some delay. Going to go into our effects section and bring in some delay. And that's going to help us make our sound a little bit more realistic and give it some texture. So we're bringing in that delay. And we're going to add some reverb as well. So we brought in some delay and some reverb. So I actually want this to be a longer tone. And to thicken the sound, I think I'm going to mix together two oscillators. I'm going to make it double. Why not? Double for our trouble. I'm going to do another oscillator. Like so. Oh, I kind of messed up my wiring. So oscillator 1 is going to go there. Oscillator 2 is going to go there. Our mod is going to go... Okay, where's our first oscillator? So let's... there it is. Our first oscillator is right there. And then it's going to go out to a filter first. Like so. A little bit messy wires right now, but I'll fix it. And there we go. So now everything's organized, except we're missing a connection. And now we have a filter going through both oscillators. So I'm going to reorganize my panel a little bit out of whack, a little bit unorganized. We find our second oscillator. And we're going to name them so that we have two. And then we're going to turn up the volume. And I'm going to change the wave shape. We can give one of them a filter. Okay, I want some movement on this sound. Gonna turn on the modulation depth of our oscillator. But I realize I don't want it on that sound, I want it on the second one. on the sine wave. Okay, our pitch connection is not. That's why. Should be getting a different. Now it's thicker. Okay. So we're going to take our sound. We've just created a sound in under 10 minutes in Reactor. So we're going to take our sound. We're going to use it into a little loop. We're going to use it in a loop and hopefully come up with a little bit of a loop. So I'm going to go ahead and save my preset in our software. So we saved our preset, and now we can create a loop out of this. So anything. Okay, I'm going to make it a little bit less buzzy. Okay, we don't have our filter connected either. So I'm going to connect that to actually both of them. Excuse me. All right. I like that more. A little more subtle, less buzzy and in our face. So we can turn on our metronome. Something a little more subtle that you can start a song with. Okay, that's a little bit of a faster tempo. I'm going to go ahead and record that again. No metronome or tap in. Okay, we're going to do like 118. Take off the loop. We're going to try it one more time. I'm going to slow that down a little bit more than that. Let's play the metronome. A little bit faster. Okay, that's about the speed I want. Let's try it again. Okay. I think I got something. Still not singing the way I want. Let me just see if I can make a change to our LFO speed. Okay, we're going to replace those notes with something new. And like that, within 10 minutes, we have a sound that we can use in our productions. Hopefully you learned something from this session. And be sure to check out the link in the description for the full modular course where I go deep in depth on how to design sounds from scratch. I'm going to continue out building this patch, and let's keep going. Just gonna choose some sounds from our pop kit. Just gonna bring it in and put it to some got a basic groove. We can take out our metronome. We can start designing a little bit of a section. Okay, we can try to ramp up here. Let's try that. Then we can do it again, and we can go double time if we'd like. So we're going to do that by just moving them closer together. Gonna split them all like that. Just use just a little bit of freezing. Okay, split them all. Wait a minute. Let's duplicate that. Gonna split these clips, and once I split them, I'm gonna put them closer in time. So I'm gonna color these just a different color for now, just so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah. So let's see. Let's try that again. Okay. There we go. Then we're gonna go double time. So 2 beats. So right now it's 2 beats per quarter note. We're gonna do 4 beats. Sorry, 4 beats. So let's do that. Let's try. Just my computer's freezing up. If it wouldn't freeze so much, it'd be great. Okay. No, not quite. A little bit longer. There we go. Let's see. Let's see if we got the pattern that we're looking for. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna duplicate that because that's what we wanted. So that we get a build up, and then we can do a little bit of crash. So we'll do a little bit of a crash soup effect. We'll look for some effects that we can use to drive our song forward into the next section. And yeah. Oh, freezing again. Okay, so we're going to drive our song forward into the next section. And let's find something that we can use. So we're going to look for an effect. There we go. Let's see what we can use from here. Just to highlight the ending of that clip. And we're going to turn that way down. Let's try it again. Let's go from the top. Okay, we need that twice. Just doing a build up. Okay. Try it again. Okay, so I think that's all right. But we got ourselves a nice little loop that we can take and further our production with it into another another section. Just gonna add a small limiter on the end. Make sure our volume's okay. Check our dynamics. And gonna add a limiter on the end because I want to make sure that our volumes don't peak too loud. So right now, volume's looking pretty good. Well, I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. It's okay if it's going into the red right now. That's fine. As long as the meter is not going into the red, the final meter, we're good. That's fine. And there we have it. We have finished little production, a little bit of a build out of a beat, all from that single reactor sound that we made. So hopefully you enjoyed the session, and I will see you in the next live stream. Peace out.